Today I want to be talking about why your social media marketing agency might be set up for failure. Now, the reason I'm able to talk about this is because I've worked at 2 different marketing companies and I've been able to help scale them past 6 figures. I also have clients currently that are in this situation, so I'm able to see a lot of the same problems that are occurring. Now, at the end of the day, I think we can all agree that this industry is completely saturated. We have 14, 15, and 16-year-olds that are out here over-promising and under-delivering to their potential clients. And obviously this isn't good, because what's happening is the trust barrier for these business owners is just getting less, less, and less. I remember 4 or 5 years ago, and I was reaching out to them, they still didn't trust people, and I can't even imagine what it's like now, especially with the rise of AI and the rise of, these people that just think that they can, make money online quickly. And I'm sorry to tell you, but that is just simply not true. Now, the main problem, obviously, besides saturation, is going to be the offer. And at the end of the day, all these business owners, they're sick and tired of hearing the same thing from everybody else. And there's nothing new. Now, I know this because when I was in the agency space, when I was reaching out to e-commerce owners, the average e-commerce brand, they would be in a contract for about 12 months. And they would go through about 11 different marketing companies until they found one that they liked. So what this means is that they got burned a lot of times. So they heard the same thing over and over again, and they were constantly getting pitched and overpromised, and then obviously they didn't like working with them, so they went off and found somebody that they did. The other problem with this model is that you're likely only charging $1,000 to $3,000 a month. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. However, when you're completely doing done for you, then how can you expect this person to want to work with you, let's say, forever? Because at the end of the day, that is a big chunk of change to somebody, even if you're only bringing them in, $10,000 a month. 20% is a big number. So with that being said, we need to figure out how you can still charge high ticket and make them a client forever. Because what happens is that these clients come to you and they only work with you for like 3 months at a time. And they get the value that they need from you, and then they just move on and go to the next person. So what we need to do is figure out how we can increase their lifetime value per customer and change the offer so it's something that they've never heard before. So what I recommend doing is implementing some sort of coaching offer and implementing some sort of done with you service instead of just done for you. Because if you're solely relying on done for you, then after like 3-4 months and you've already hit your peak and you're on the downfall, this is when that person jumps ship. So what we want to do is, like I mentioned, figure out how we can get them to be a client for the long term and increase their LTV. So what this means is we actually implement some sort of offer inside their business that fixes the problem forever, not just the amount of time that you're working with them, not just for the 3 months that you turned on the switch for Facebook ads and the switch is off now and the campaign's over, right? We want to build out a system that is built out forever. So we're going to get paid for this. So what this means is we're likely going to charge them. I mean, if you're new, I would say anywhere from $1,000 to, frankly, $20,000, because this is where we actually build trust, because we're showing them and we're telling them, listen, we're in your corner for the long run. We're going to fix this problem for the long run, and we're going to build systems out for the long run, so you don't need us anymore. And all you have to do is rely on this system that we have proven out to work. Let's look at the solar industry, for example. The solar sales reps, as soon as they walk up to a door, they're competing with all the other industries, right? They're competing with window cleaners, they're competing with HVAC companies and AC companies, they're competing with everybody. And as soon as they walk up to a door, what's the first thing someone's gonna do, right? They're just gonna say, no thanks, not interested, or no soliciting, whatever it may be. And they're not even gonna give this person a chance to even tell them what they're here to offer. And this is the same thing that's happening with these business owners. The main difference though with solar though is that solar actually delivers a good product, right? We don't know whether this, 18-year-old, even if you're, 25 years old, and I'm 27, turning 28 soon, but even if you're 25 years old, 30 years old, it doesn't matter. If you're over-promising and under-delivering, then you're just hurting the industry. So what we need to do is figure out how we can actually under-promise and over-deliver. That's the whole key, and that's what people haven't heard before. And that's what creating this irresistible offer is going to be so important, because now you're not reaching out to people trying to get $1,500 every month. You're trying to sell a $5,000 package, a program that is long term. If you like the video, go ahead and subscribe. If you want a free growth call, you can go ahead and do that as well. Just schedule on the link below. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video.